everyone, we are going to be working on the squirrels today in this page. Now let's have a little look. I'm going to come in a tad closer so we can see them both. Now this is from Menuet de Bonheur, and we're using Castle Art Soft Touch, and I'm looking at the squirrels and I was thinking, you know, which one shall I do to make it easier for you. Got half a hidden tail here, tiny bit of tail here, got tummy on this one, no tummy on this one. Thought maybe we'll just do them both. So red squirrels, they are quite vibrant, so I thought I would just actually start with quite a vibrant colour if I can find it. This is the burnt ochre. It's really bright, and this is how they can be, really bright. So I'm going to just start really by putting our little tufts of burnt ochre here. Now this is too bright really, but I am going to do layers of other colours on top, but I wanted to start vibrant and then put a few darker ones on after. I felt that would work better. I hope I'm right. Around the eye, I'm not sure. I didn't look at the pictures in that much detail, so what I'm going to do is cover it all. I'll probably do around the eye in a bit of black. Also inside the ears, no idea. I am just going to have fun and do what feels right for me. I'm just going to cover that for this time, and I just want lots of little bits of this colour really. It is quite bright, overwhelming really, but you know, there we go. I made the owl video just now. I'm trying to catch up on loads while I've got some time to myself. I've also put my the little cotton cloths I use for pastels. I've been meaning to wash them for ages, and I've put them on to wash, so that's good. I just feel like I've got a bit more energy because I'm on my own. It sounds pretty weird. Anyways, so my son messaged me while I was colouring the owls and I wasn't looking at my phone. I have it here right next to me in case they message me so I can reply and whatever. And I had just got so carried away colouring the little owls, I enjoyed it. And I didn't check my messages for about 15 minutes, and he messaged me to ask me to send him a password for something he needed for uni. Oopsie. He's in class and he's really bored. He said he wants to just start his essay because it's really easy for that particular module. So could he have his password for something or other, because there's a book he can read or something and he can get on with it. I was like, yeah, by all means. I mean, it's difficult, isn't it? I feel that it is rude to sit in class and not do what the teacher's teaching you, but he does struggle to get his work done. So if he's doing it in class, then at least he's doing it. So if you can sit in class each week and write a few hours of essay, he can get it done by the deadline without having to do any at home. So, you know, you might say, well, you might as well stay at home and do it. Yeah, but their attendance does count. Even if they pass the module, if they don't attend more than a certain amount of classes, they're you know, it's frowned upon, let's put it that way. So it's a good idea for him to go. I think it does him good too. I wish he would talk to people, though. He doesn't talk to anyone when he's there. He doesn't know anybody's name. He's been, you know, it's his second year. He knows nobody, not even the tutors. He doesn't know anybody's name. He talked to the tutors because he's not shy, but he just doesn't, he's just not interested in small talk, and thinks that what he talks about people are bored by. I think some people are, to be honest, and he can tell. So but he talks to me, and his brother said to me once, "You're actually listening." I was like, yes. Yes I am. I mean, it isn't my, he knows computer games and things like that, that's what he talks about. It isn't my kettle of fish necessarily, but he's my boy. I want to know what he's all about. I want to talk to him. I want to be part of his life, you know, so I need to listen and attend to him, and, you know, And if I don't listen when he talks to me and he's got a problem, why would he ever come and talk to me? Because he'd think I wouldn't listen and that I don't care. And I do care. So I listen. And sometimes it's interesting. And I ask him questions. And so try and direct the conversation to things that I'm a bit more interested in, you know. He is interested in talking about politics sometimes. And that can be fun. But he's very much have a whinge about everything with regards to politics, and it's like, well, I can sort of see your point of view. Yeah, there was a story that annoyed me today in the news, but I'm not going to go into detail. You know, there's always going to be no politician is ever going to make decisions that please everybody, and you're never going to, even if you like a particular politician, they're never going to always say things that you totally agree with. So, you know, there's always going to be some sort of making the tail ones a bit longer. I feel like, you know, because it's sort of, you've got these long lines drawn on it, same as the ear. You know, so we can't expect miracles, but yeah, it'd be nice if they did some good things. But anyway, I think the new government that's come in has done one good thing that I approve of. Maybe one or two, but I can't really I haven't been following it that closely, to be honest, so I don't know exactly what they're doing. I know they have said they're going to stop junk food advertising before 9 o'clock, which I'm very much in approval of. So that's good. Right, we need to move towards a more brown colour. But obviously, well, I say obviously, not obviously, it's no obvious, but I think I'm going to go terracotta next, actually. I've got to try and find it. Is it this one? Yeah. But what I want to do now is, because my pencil gets blunter and my lines get longer, is I'm going to start where I ended, so that hopefully I can neaten up a bit what I've been doing, make it look a bit tidier. I am just trying to follow the direction of the lines that are drawn here. So, like that. I'm not sure what's going on with that ear yet, but yeah, we'll just put some colour on it and then look at it later. Now I've left their noses because I think they would be black. I'm not entirely sure. I'm going to sharpen this a bit. Oh, excuse me, Mrs. Snippy. Got a letter to post as well. I don't know if I've got time to nip up to the post box and do that in a bit. I'm trying to get fitter. I did go out yesterday. Let me think. I've been going out a lot more, so on, is it Friday? Yeah, on Friday I popped to town and then I went to the supermarket. So I went out twice, and then on Saturday I did only walk from the car to the farmer's market and back, which wasn't very far. On Sunday I walked to the shop and back, the supermarket and back. Oh no, I walked into town and then did the supermarket on the way back, that's right. And then it was yesterday, Monday, I didn't go out because we had guests and I had work to do, and it was absolutely chucking it with rain. So for various reasons I didn't go out. Today it's dry, so there's absolutely no excuse. I had to go to the supermarket anyway because we'd needed some more lunchbox items for the rest of the week. So it sort of forced me out, which is great. And I've got a letter to post now. I think it needs to get there by Tuesday, and it is Tuesday, so it's got a whole week, but I put a second class stamp on it, so I might just post it today just to be absolutely sure. can never be sure of the post. We don't get, I don't know whether they get post regularly, we don't. So we get post about twice a week. So and can't speak. I am expecting a couple of letters. So we'll see if we get post today. It's quite late now. It is 2:45. It's a bit late. God, back in the day when I was a kid, we used to have post twice a day. The first class mail would arrive in the morning and the second class mail would arrive at lunchtime. The whole idea was that if you wanted to get something early. But now they have much more, so they have a 24-hour tract or something. You can have one that gets there first thing in the morning. We can have one that gets there before lunchtime. And then your first class is 1 to 3 working days, and your second class is 3 to 5 working days. And yeah, and there's two foreign mail, the air mail, which is 5 to 10 working days, and the surface mail, which is 3 months. It's quite different, isn't it? One's a boat, I think, and one flies. That's what I always thought. But but the surface mail used to be so much cheaper that when it was Christmas we could get all our Christmas cards done by surface mail because we could save loads of money. It's not the case anymore. I was going to go for burnt sienna, but I think it's a little bit too pale to compete with these colours, so I think I'm going to go to the sepia. Yes, it's such a small price difference. My son's just said he's tried to go to the library and it isn't one anymore. It's a meeting room. I'm telling him to ask at reception. Sepia. Now we're not going to put this all over. I want to still see some of those bright light colours through. Yeah, he's really confused. He's saying he thinks they did up the building over the holiday and moved the library, which is so weird because I went to university at the same place he's at and the library was there when I was there. I think he's trying to get a book out because he needs it for his assignment. I don't know if he's been out of class or not, or whether he's on his break. It's 2:45. He started at 1:15. 3-hour lesson is probably a break, isn't it? In the middle. Gosh, I suddenly realise I'm going really fast. Because I'm worried about him finding the library. Because my colouring fast is going to help him, isn't it? It's just the oddest thing. Oh well. He isn't scared to ask, so he will ask or wander around a bit lost and find it. He doesn't mind. His brother would have a real problem with that. Now look here. These bits are a bit messy. And there's a bit too much white for my liking there. And here, look. Now I realise I haven't done these ears. I think I'm going to have a go now. And just make that bit look dark in there and here. There. I think that's better. I don't want to draw attention to the ear. But I think it needs to be, you know, a little bit. And here on the chest. I want to make sure you can see where this sort of line is, where the edge of the arm is. So I'm just going to make that a little bit darker. I don't know whether it should really be lighter, but yeah. And these bits this side of the arms, where they'd be a little bit shadowed from the arms, I can put a few extra bits in there. And he's beginning to take a bit of shape underneath the head. There we go. And because the fur goes that way and then that way, it helps to add to that shape. I'm also going to do his nose. Like that. I might put some black on top of that. Now, so same on this little chap. Just work through. I'm sure his ears probably are the wrong colour, but yeah, I don't know. See, under here it's going to be a bit dark. Just put a bit extra in. I'm going to sharpen this. I'm not getting many little lines. And then keep working on. And they're looking quite sweet. So I was learning a bit more about chocolate and caffeine, because our guests were talking about giving up caffeine, and I was under the impression that chocolate didn't have caffeine in, that it only had theobromine in, which is similar to caffeine. It is a stimulant, but it works a little bit differently and usually doesn't give you the aggression or anxiety that caffeine does, and it also tends not to, I've missed this bit, haven't I? It tends not to give you the withdrawal that you get with caffeine normally. So I was having a look into it a little bit more, and I found out how much caffeine there is in chocolate. Now there's loads of theobromine, loads and loads, but caffeine, per teaspoon, there's about the same amount as in a decaf tea. Now, decaffeinated products aren't 100% decaffeinated, but they are, you know, a little bit. They're a lot better, I mean, so they have a little bit of caffeine in. So yeah, so I thought, oh gosh, have I made a mistake? Am I having loads of caffeine in cocoa powder that I have in my cereal and in my dark chocolate? But I'm not, it's not that much, so that's good. But the fact that there is a little bit in decaf drinks makes me think whether I shouldn't be having a decaf tea in the evening before bed, that perhaps I should be having, like, I don't know, a fruit tea. I'm going back to this sepia, now I've wiped my nose, sorry, to do a few darker bits like we did on the other one, just to provide this sort of look of shadow areas. It's not that many. And now I'm going to grab a Davys grey, which I can't find. There it is. For the feet, I don't know what colour they'd be, to be honest. But I think this will work. They might need to be like skin tone, really, you know, pinks, like some animals have pink feet and birds and things, but maybe they would be a bit furry. Maybe I've done, I think what I'm going to do because I'm doubting myself, is to get my sepia again and to go over their feet in this as well. And then we've got a sort of dark but possibly furry sort of thing going on. You could draw fur, but I'm thinking I want to cover it all, so I'm not doing lines. There we go. Now those noses need to go over in the black. So ivory black. And I'm going to use this to put a little bit of shadow on some of the feet. I think they are drawn in quite the cutest way. Oh, Davys grey. It's just a rogue foot hanging about. It does look a little bit detached. Let's get some sepia on there. There we go. There we go. I think that will do nicely for those two. I am going to do a separate video with the background. Although I think the background might not take too long, I just feel that this video has taken quite long enough, and I also need to organise my desk before I start applying my pastels and things like that. So I'm just going to make it into a second video, and I can do it quite slowly for you as well, with a bit more time. So there is our page so far. All the pencil work is done, I think. I might find a bit when I'm doing the pastel, you never know. But I think it's all done. And I've got to think about, I haven't really thought about the background yet, but there we go, pastels. But tune in tomorrow and you can see what I've decided. But thank you so much for watching. I hope that you enjoy the rest of your day, and happy colouring.